Hey guys, welcome to Cross Chop. It's a beautiful spring day, and I figured today was a perfect opportunity to go hunt for some games. Let's go! As I began my vernal adventure, I recognized that I would need the bravest and strongest men that I could find on my side if I ever wanted to enjoy the spoils of Trader Joe's cookie butter. Well, yes, as I said, I knew that I would need the most charming, the most magnanimous... Who am I kidding? Here's a really cute cat. When I finally came to my senses, my journey carried me through waves of sunlight and laughter. And it spurred me onward, no matter what 90s one-hit wonder was getting airplay at the time.
What a fitting song for our entrance, right?
At long last, after hundreds of highway miles and 23 packages of reduced sodium gas station beef jerky, I finally found the treasures I'd long sought. I found the games. Woo! That was brutal. Let's see what we've got. Let's kick off today's pickups video, starting with PlayStation 1 titles. Up first we've got Bushido Blade, Death Trap Dungeon, Disney's Hercules, Fear Effect, Rascal, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles, Star Wars Masters of Terras Kasi, Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, and very excited to announce the long box of Primal Rage for PlayStation 1. I also picked up a few PS2 games, but not too many on this round, and those were Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Spy Hunter, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Finishing up the PlayStation line of games that I got this time around, we'll go on to PS3. And that was Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG, Deus Ex: Human Revolution, Dragon Age Origins, Mirror's Edge, Never Dead, Turok, White Knight Chronicles, the International Edition, and the Capcom Essentials Pack, consisting of Super Street Fighter 4, Resident Evil 6, Devil May Cry 4, Dead Rising 2, and Mega Man 10, a downloadable title. And nicely, Capcom added the travel bag, which you can see is still in there. Transitioning out of the Sony PlayStation games, we'll go on to a handful of Sega platform games that I picked up, and that's going to include Sonic the Hedgehog, and The Lion King for Game Gear, as well as a couple of not-for-resale copies of some more Sonic games, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for Genesis, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Changing course for just a brief moment here, I'm going to show you just a few other items that I collected recently that are not games themselves. So that would include a Blu-ray copy of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie on DVD, Plan 9 from Outer Space on DVD, the Nintendo Power Strategy Guide for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, Belafonte, a Harry Belafonte record, Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy, and Star Wars and Other Galactic Funk, basically a mishmash of tracks from the movie and or imitating the movie. The second half or so of this video is going to be devoted exclusively to Nintendo titles and items, of which many I was very, very excited to acquire. So we'll start that off by looking at some GameCube titles, which were going to be FIFA Soccer 2002, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Resident Evil 0, Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2, and 13. A few games that my girlfriend picked up, actually. Nintendo 64 copy of Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, Frogger for Super Nintendo, and Epic Mickey Power of Illusion for the 3DS. Here are a few more cartridge-based games that we picked up. It's going to be Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Island or Super Mario World 2 for Super Nintendo, fantastic game. A few more that my girlfriend picked up, Donkey Kong Land 1 for Game Boy, Donkey Kong Land 2, looks like that copy someone got a little hungry for a banana colored cartridge, and Donkey Kong Land 3, also for Game Boy. She also was so kind as to pick up for Nintendo Entertainment System Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, the gold cartridge copy. And the next two I picked up and am thrilled about because I've been looking for these for a while. Donkey Kong box copy for Game Boy, as well as Kirby's Dream Land, a complete in-box copy of that as well. I'd like to conclude this video by giving you a look at the 3 items that I was easily most excited to buy for this particular pickups video. So let's take a look at those. For the first 2, it's going to be Wii titles. It was a unopened copy of GoldenEye 007, including the limited edition Classic Controller Pro. Fantastic, very thrilled about that one. Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, which my understanding is that was a pretty rare game, still somewhat uncommon, but they re-released a few extra copies of that, and it's not quite as rare anymore. Still, nevertheless, one of the best games on the Wii. Very, very excited to play it. And last but not least, the one I'm most thrilled about for this particular session was the 3DS XL with the A Link Between Worlds edition coloration. So very, very, very excited about that. Well, that pretty much wraps up the first pickups video from Cross Shop. Thanks so much for watching today, guys, and please stay tuned for next time. Hope you enjoyed some of the games that you saw, and if you feel so inclined, please feel free to leave a comment below or subscribe. Take care and see you next time.